This is my beach bag, by the way. Hi. I'm going to take off some things just to be comfortable. It's a little warm up here. In 1991, I graduated from College of Art and Design. At the time, I struggled to complete the last semester. I wasn't aware of my then relationship was coming to a very close end, a quick end. I was hurt, and my mother suggested that I travel to Jamaica. Now, I hadn't flown in my adult life. The last time I remember flying, I remember getting those little wings from American Airlines when I was a little kid, and I think we went to Alabama. One of the times we did not actually drive. So she said, let's go to Jamaica. And I was thinking, I can't go to Jamaica. I can't leave the two little kids here with their father. And she was like, yeah, you can. Let's go to Jamaica. And so we began planning our trip. Now, I asked my girlfriend to go with me, who was my age. I was around 25 or 26. My mom was in her 40s, absolutely beautiful. She was probably around the age that I am now. She was definitely over 45 and just simply gorgeous. And I didn't think I was attractive because I was losing my relationship and I felt very ugly. And so she wanted to empower me with just kind of letting me know that you own your own beauty, so let's just go to Jamaica. So we planned our trip. We traveled from Detroit to Montego Bay. Now, the only thing I knew about Jamaica was what I'd heard, and maybe even just the music of Bob Marley and some other reggae stars, but only the things that I'd heard, and even the commercial, "Come back to Jamaica, your new island home," that's all I knew, which is really sad. So we went to Montego Bay. The locals there called it Mo Bay. Now, Mom had been to the Caribbean islands more than a few times, and her girlfriend, Lynn, who was all of 5'11" or 6 feet tall. In my book, I'm 5'2". I have on heels today, so I'm not really 5'2", but I am 5'2". She was just this gigantic, beautiful woman. My mom's more like maybe 5'6" or so, and I'm 5'2". My friend Kimberly is probably about 5'5". So we're all together on this trip. So one day we take this bus trip to another town or another city in Jamaica. We decide to go to Negril. Now, because the older women knew more about the Caribbean island than the younger women knew, we decided to take a 10-mile beach trip in Negril, where we would walk along the beach, the shore of the beach. We would shop, we would eat, and we would just experience the beauty of Jamaica. Now, when we did this, as we were walking, there were some signs and lots of beautiful people, beautiful men, and I am an artist. I'm a visual painter. And so for me, my eyes were being fed. I was seeing everything and nothing and not paying attention because I'm with my crew, so they got me. So I don't have to watch out for nothing except for walking into palm trees occasionally. So then we're walking, and all of a sudden I see a sign. The first sign says, "Nude beach ahead." Now, for me, I can read because I'm hooked on phonics. I figured my people hooked on phonics too. Nobody said anything, so we're just walking. I'm cool with it because they got me. We're just walking, and I'm just kicking sand in the water, just looking at it. My feet are out. You know, by the way, I'm taking these off. So my feet are out. We're having a great time, and all of a sudden I see another sign, "Partially nude beach ahead." Now, I don't say anything because by this time we've stopped at a few vendors, we've eaten some lunch, and we're still walking. The beach is 10 miles long. Next thing I know, another sign. But this time, it was a physical body. There was a woman who had to be like 20 feet long, absolutely gorgeous. She had to be a model. She was there on the beach with just her top off. So she had on her bikini bottoms. Now, I didn't pay attention to it too much besides the fact that she was amazingly beautiful that your eyes bled when you looked at her. And nobody in my group paid attention. They just kept on walking. But she didn't have on a top. And so I was cool with it. They were cool with it. She didn't say anything to us. We just kept on moving. So I'm just walking and looking, going, oh, okay, this is cool. Keep on walking. All of a sudden, about to the back of the auditorium here, I see a sea of pink and red bodies. All white people, old white people. Because I can see the wrinkles from here. That's when my eyes were really good. Like, they were good. I was like, hey, hey, hey. But it wasn't like a hey, it was like a hey. It was like that. So, but they were like pink and red. Like they were not, somebody should have told them. And then you saw a couple of dudes with brown faces, because I'm far away, but I can see, with brown faces, and they had on tan uniforms. So they were security, and their faces were like brown and really black. And I'm like, those are dudes. And then they do this. They see us coming. Oh, and this is how we're walking down the beach, by the way. Then my mother, then Kim, then me. I'm the little peep squeak, right? So I see them, and I'm like, hey, 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 hey. Hey, mom. Mom's in the front. All of a sudden, the walk is not a walk anymore. It becomes a gallop. Dude, they're running towards the naked white people. They're not just naked white people, because I'm cool with naked white people. They're naked old white people. I'm 25, so anything over 25 is old. So they're like running, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, hey, hey, did you see the signs? Hey, do you see the security guard? Do you see the naked old people? I'm not feeling that. I mean, Richard Gere is not over there. So they're running, and then my mom turns around and looks at me, and this is what happens. The first thing comes off. Like literally, like they come off. Like she pulls off her bottoms. Now, we have on our swimsuits up under our clothes. So I'm going to show you an example of how this went down. So literally, she pulls them off. She drops them. She's walking. And I'm picking them up, and I'm like, no, Mom, wait, Mom. I turned 7. I'm like, Mom, wait, Mom. Between her and Lynn, they're half naked by now. Kim follows suit. This is my 25-year-old girlfriend. Her top comes off. She does one of these numbers. I'm like, wait, Kim, no, not you two, girl. Come on now, come on, y'all. Her stuff comes off, and I'm like, I turn 7. I'm like, Mom, wait. Mom throws her shawl off. Now, I'm like the third person back. Lynn is in the front. She's already half undressed. Mom turns around and yells at me. She said, girl, you better get undressed. We don't know these people. They ain't never got to see us again. Then her bottoms come off. She throws them this way. And I'm like, no, Mom, wait. I don't want them to see your tatas. I don't want them to see them. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us. I'm not getting undressed. I'm not doing it. I'm not even taking off my top. Mom is like, girl, whatever. She's naked by now. Her, Lynn, and Kim are naked. Not nude, naked. So I'm picking up their clothes. I'm putting them in the bag. I'm pissed. I'm really angry because the watchers are watching us. The watchers are the security guards who are so happy to see black women who have beautiful bodies on this beach. So Mom's looking for a place to sit. She sits. She is comfortable. I don't sit, I plop, and I'm angry at her, Kim, and Lynn because they're comfortable and they're okay with the security guards looking at them. I look at the watchers and I'm looking at them like, you better quit looking at my mama, quit looking at my mama. I don't even care about Kim and Lynn at this point. And they're looking at me like, get undressed, girl. Go ahead, take it off. One of them said that, and I'm like, yo, you wanna fight? Did you say something about my mama? Come on over here. So I'm ready. I'm like flexing, I'm like, come on. So all of a sudden, Mom goes, girl, you need to relax. Do you see this weather? Do you see this beach? Do you feel this air? Do you feel the sun? So I get quiet. I finally relax a little bit. And I sit there, and I just get real quiet, and I watch the watchers. I watch my mom, Kim and Lynn, as they relax, and my mother starts to read after she's slathered up in like suntan oil. She's burgundy by now. So it's a sea of pink and red and burgundy on this beach. I'm pissed and hot because I ain't taking off nothing. And then I sit there and I begin to think about how my mother is a Wonder Woman and how she owns her own power and how she's not concerned about what anybody else thinks of her because that's their problem and not hers, and how I need to learn how to relax and enjoy the moment because now is all we ever have. Now in my 40s, I can remember that, and I think about that, and I'm ready to go to the nude beach with my mama. I might pay for it this time, and I might be the one galloping. But the story for me, or the lesson for me, is that knowing that, you know, your mother is Wonder Woman when you're really young, you never pay attention to that. But knowing that owning your own strength, owning your own image, and not caring what anybody else thinks about you is the most important lesson that you can learn. So that's my story. I do have a cape. It's a pretty awesome cape. Thank you.